Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Anchal, and today I'm going to be showing you how to create this really lovely soft glam makeup. I think it's perfect for like a small wedding because I know that people are having much smaller weddings now post lockdown, or if you're not able to have your big day yet and you're just doing like a civil ceremony, a registry kind of wedding, which I know that's what my brother and my new sister-in-law had to do. So yeah, this kind of makeup look is perfect for that day. It's super romantic, soft, but still really nice and glam. It literally is the most perfect bridal look, and if you are a guest, then also this look is going to work for you too. You obviously just won't be in the white dress. But before I let you go, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you like it. It does really help me out, and please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and enjoy the video. Okay, first up, we are gonna go in with the By Terry CC Brightening Serum. Basically, we need to start off with some glow. So this is just gonna warm up our skin, give us that glowy summer vibe, and just make us look radiant from within. This kind of gives me a little bit of a tan as well, but not like, it's not drastically changing my skin color. It just makes me slightly bronzier. And when you look bronzed, you look healthier. So yeah, not a bad thing. So then I'll just go in with the usual Kevyn Aucoin. See me do this 1,000,001 times. But if you're new here, I basically use this every time to cover up discoloration and scars, and just take it around my mouth, and a really little bit goes a long way. So I just take small amounts, kind of pat and blend it out, because bear in mind we are going to be wearing foundation as well, so I just want it to do the job of like covering up discoloration, like just adding a bit of color back into the skin there, but I don't want it to like majorly give me tons of coverage. See, where I've got like dark scars, they're grey, so I'm using this to just add the colour back into my skin rather than looking grey in those areas that are scarred. Now for foundation, I mainly want to go in with my Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. This is just such a classic, gives you glowy, radiant skin. But I'm also just going to go in with a touch, and when I say a touch, I mean a touch, of the Huda Beauty foundation in the shade Baklava. The reason I'm mixing the two of these slightly with this one is purely because this Huda Beauty foundation is super matte, and it's really like long wearing. It does make you look super flawless, but I want the more radiant kind of side of things, but I still want my makeup to last all day and a bit of coverage. So yeah, mixing the two of these together should give me that. I'm just gonna pump a little bit. Ooh, that's enough. Literally, can you see? That is it of the Huda Beauty one. And then the rest of it is the Armani Luminous Silk. So I'm just gonna mix them together and then just dot them around my face. And then we're just gonna go ahead and blend out as usual. So I'm just patting this in, and I kind of want to work a little bit quickly because I've used the Huda Beauty foundation, and where it's a matte foundation, it's gonna set a bit quicker. So I just want to work my way around. Okay guys, the base is pretty flawless. I forgot, like even that tiny amount of the Huda Beauty foundation is so much coverage. I'm so glad that I only used that tiny amount. So then we want to make sure, before we jump in with the rest of the makeup, really we should have done this at the start, but just take some lip balm, take something to give your skin some, your lips some hydration, and it also gets them prepped for when you are going to apply your lip products. So then it is time to cream contour, and I'm going in with my Too Faced Born This Way concealer in the shade Chestnut. I want to add the radiance back into my skin, so I'm going to go in with a nice creamy concealer to do this. So I'm taking this just on my cheekbones, on my temples, and down my nose, and then I'm just going to go ahead and blend this out in circular motions, keeping my foundation brush to hand just to soften everything up. I have a full video on how to blend like cream contour and like, you know, really breaking down the base makeup process if you want to check that out, because it's quite hard to go into detail or repeat myself in every single video. I find it might get boring for people that have watched all of them. Go ahead and check that out if you want to know like how to do it like in more detail. I'm not gonna lie guys, I actually kind of wish I didn't apply the Huda Beauty one with my Armani Luminous Silk. Do you know what I would recommend? Definitely still going with a matte and long-lasting foundation, but maybe not the Huda Beauty one. I mean, it looks flawless, but I can tell the difference in the way my kind of makeup is blending on top of it. It's just like not as smooth. I mean, it looks smooth, it's just not... It doesn't feel smooth when I blend it, but it looks smooth. So, I mean, I guess that counts. But you want to, like, enjoy the process of doing your makeup. You want to feel like, okay, yeah, I'm getting somewhere, I'm getting somewhere. Every time you blend. I haven't used that foundation in so long. Probably why. Yeah, I mean, it looks flawless. It just doesn't feel nice to blend. So then I'm going in with my trusty Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. You can use any full coverage concealer, anything that's basically your favorite. Go ahead and use that. I'm gonna just take this underneath my eyes, on my forehead, down my nose, on my cupid's bow, and on my chin. I'm also just going to take a bit of the light beige Too Faced concealer just over that, just slightly to brighten it up. This you really don't have to do. I mean, I just want to be a little bit extra, but I just want to give it that touch more brightness. And I kind of just want to let my concealer sit here for 30 seconds to a minute, and then I'm blending it out. Again, foundation brush to hand. I always get asked so many questions on my brushes, and I have a full video that I did recently. So yeah, I'll link that for you. Check that out because I've literally like mentioned all of my brushes that I use. So guys, who's actually now got their wedding kind of back up and running again, shall we say? Have you had to get a new date? What about the people that already had their weddings planned for later in the year but maybe can't do it as many people? How is that for you? And how is that for, yeah, just anyone planning a wedding right now? How's it going? So guys, when I blend the concealer, I kind of take it from under my eyes and I take it down the side of my nose in a straight line so that it kind of enhances that nose contour. And then I'm going to go ahead and take my Chanel setting powder in the shade 20. And I recently tried the shade 30, but I found it really like too peachy on me. So I like something a little bit lighter to kind of brighten up my under eyes. And this is quite light. It looks good. I don't actually find that I get any flashback from this powder either, so it's not bad, and it's super fine. So I just pack this on, and I'm always patting because I don't want to pick up the concealer we've just blended out and like move it around. And then once I've patted the powder in, that's when I can swipe down my nose to enhance the contour. Just take it in the middle of your nose. I'm just patting this around all the areas that I just set with the concealer. I'm not really doing like any heavy bakes because I don't know, I just don't like baking that much. But I mean, I've still put enough powder on. So for the face powder, to set that in place, I want to take something really lightweight, especially where we've used the Huda Beauty foundation, which is matte. I want to use something that is a little bit radiant and just lightweight, but it's still going to set our makeup in place. So what is better than none other than the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish? I'm taking this in the shade Medium Dark, and I'm just patting this over the rest of my face. Okay guys, so eyebrows are on, and I've just prepped my eyelids with some Tarte Shape Tape Concealer just to act as a base for our eyeshadows. Now I'm going to go in with... Basically, this is like a classic palette, and if you're gonna do a bridal look, then you're gonna need it. It's Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam. Like, everyone needs or should have this palette. Like, I don't care. So I'm going to start off by taking... Can you see how well loved this palette is? I'm going to start off by taking Burnt Orange first. And we're just going to pack this on to the outer corner and through the crease, and just blend it up. This shade is just the most perfect transitional shade ever. In fact, like, all the shades in this palette are just so spot on. Like, it's the best go-to neutrals palette. And because I'm doing a transitional color right now, I'm not being too precise. I'm just kind of getting it on. This brush I'm using is so nice. This is the Morphe and Coca-Cola collab brush. This is... doesn't have a name, but it comes in the eye brush set and it comes with a little case. And Morphe brushes are always just like so amazing. And they are so affordable. I just love them. And to be honest, I would pay more for them because they are such good quality, but it just makes it even better when they are affordable. And then I'm going to go into the shade Sienna just because I have to. It's just, you know, going to warm up this look a little bit more just on that outer corner. I'm going to take it through the crease a little bit, but we're not going to take it as blown out and high up as the first shade. Guys, I'm loving this brush. So soft. And it's giving me such a nice blend. God, guys, once I thought that this soft glam palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills was limited edition, and I was almost going to buy like 5 because I just knew I'm going to need them for the rest of my life, but it's not. So we're all good. And then just on a more precise brush, more of like a thicker pencil brush. This is a Morphe E18. I'm going to go into the shade Cypress Umber right here, which is a really nice deep brown, but it's a little bit cool. So I'm just going to take a bit of Cypress Umber just on the outer corner, just to deepen it up a little bit more. Whatever's left, I'll take it just round, just so that there's more depth in the crease, and then I'll just softly blend that out. Basically, you want these soft brown tones just to be soft, pigmented, and kind of blended out. Okay, now for the fun part, I'm gonna go into another classic palette that I think if you're a makeup artist, you need, if you're doing bridal looks, neutral looks, all of that. And again, if you are getting married or you go to lots of weddings, just 2 really good staple neutral palettes are the Soft Glam and this Sultry palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. As you can see, just loads of lovely neutral shades again. I personally really love the metallic shades in this palette. And then of course you get a black in the other one and you get a black in this. And you can never have too much black eyeshadow. It's good because this one's got a few more like cool tones, whereas the other one is definitely a lot more warmer. So I'm going to go into this shade right here called Rose Quartz, and I'm just going to apply this just over my lid where I haven't got any eyeshadow. Guys, this is so stunning. And because these shades are so metallic, if you just follow your natural crease, you'll kind of get a cut crease without doing the whole concealer cut crease thing. This is another amazing brush. This is the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill JH48. I love this for doing cut creases. So then I'm just going to do the same again on the other eye. And with this kind of metallic shade, it's better to press it on rather than swipe, because I find if you swipe the shade on, you don't get as much pigment, and if you pat, you get loads more going on. This is such like a classic and romantic kind of makeup look. It's just timeless as well. Like this makeup look will kind of never get old. So perfect for like a registry, civil, or even like, you know, any type of wedding occasion. Now this step, I know basically you can leave it right here, but I'm being a little bit extra. And if you have an eyeshadow that is like a rose gold shade, like a true rose gold, which I have right here, called Saucy. This is from the Scott Barnes palette. I hate chopping and changing palettes, but honestly, sometimes when you want to get the look, this is what you've got to do. Anyway, this is what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to go into Saucy and I'm just going to pat this. Oh my god, it's so pigmented. Right where the pink meets that outer corner brown. And then there's like a smooth transition from a really light colour to a more darker outer corner. Just where they're gonna meet right here. This Scott Barnes palette is actually really expensive, but I have to say the shadows are amazing. Like, they are so good. And it's again like a really nice neutrals palette. Then we're going to move on to liner, and I'm going to take my Too Faced Better Than Sex, obviously, because I just love this eyeliner so much. I'm just starting from the center of my eye and then creating the wing first, and then just making my way in slightly, just bringing it close to my lash line. So then I'm just going to go into the inner corner and make sure everything is all joined up. So once liner is on, I'm actually going to go into the black eyeshadow from the palette and just on a really, really fine brush, going to make sure I tap off any excess. I'm going to just work this along the edge of the liner. We want it to look really, really nice and soft and smoky, but I'm not going to take the smoke like really, really high up from the liner. I just want it to look really nice and soft, just as it's just coming over that liner, but not a really thick smoky liner. And then I'm just going to complete the eyes by taking Sienna just on the lower lash line, and then taking that same burnt orange shade just along that to soften it up and not make it so harsh. And I'm not being too precise, I'm kind of just getting it on and roughly blending it so that it looks soft instead of like harsh lines. And then we are going to apply some highlighter in the inner corner, so I'll just leave that for now. Let's take some of this brown 24/7 Glide On pencil by Urban Decay. This is in the shade Whiskey, and I'm just going to apply this into my waterline. Brown is so much softer than black, but it still gives a really nice amount of impact. And if you are going to do your own makeup and you're doing this, just know and remember to basically do one eye in the waterline, do the other, then come back and do the other one. Do not just leave one layer of this. The only way it's going to stay put all day is if you layer this in your waterline, because at the end of the day, no matter how long lasting eye kohl is, it's going on like a watery surface. So it needs to be layered. And if there's just a thicker bit of it on your waterline, less of it is going to come off. So I'm quickly just going to apply the Urban Decay Lash Freak Mascara. I would advise you go in with a waterproof mascara. I don't really have that many waterproof mascaras because I don't really use them that much. I think you're most likely going to cry on the day, and if you are, then go in with a waterproof, but for now, I'm using this one. So for lashes, I'm going to take the Huda Beauty Samantha lashes, which are just a classic, but they're not too full. They're really, really light, and they're kind of like there, but not there. I just don't want anything too full, to be honest. I don't want something that overpowers like my eye or the eye makeup, just something subtle. Oh my God, guys, these lashes are literally perfect. So moving back onto the face now, let's get some bronzer on. So I'm just going to take the Fenty Beauty bronzer in the shade Island Ting, but mix it with a little bit of this MAC Gold Deposit highlighter just to give that extra glowy, radiant look. And you can see where I've already cream contoured, so I'm literally just going to take it over that as a guide. Just warm up my skin a little bit. And this is when I'm really going to come alive. I mainly want to take more of the Gold Deposit one just on my temples right here, just so that when the sun catches it or any light, it just looks really nice and glowy. This just makes you look like you've been on holiday. And then I'll just take Island Ting just on a smaller brush, just down my nose. And then before we apply some highlighter, I'm going to go ahead and spritz my face with any face mist just to kind of make the powders settle into each other. And also when we apply our highlighter, it's just going to pop even more. So I'm just taking my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dewy Set, and this is the peach one. Where's that? Mango. That smells like a mango, I swear to God. Okay guys, so that's all settled into the skin, and oh my God, look at this highlighter from Huda Beauty. This is the Nymph All Over Highlighting Powder. So this is for face, this is for body. This is just insane. So let's not waste any time. Let's get this on. Love this. Ooh, ooh, yes, hello glow. I like this. This is like a warm gold. Okay, so this is like a nice universal sort of warm gold. Maybe on someone really, really fair, this might not work. It will look too warm. But for us brown skin girls, this is perfect. Yes! Yes, this is actually perfect. It's so pretty. I don't want to mess this up. I'm even just going to take on a smaller brush. Just, yeah, this is actually gorgeous. It's very buildable. So I'm also just going to take some down the center of my nose too. And just at the tip. Okay, this highlighter is popping. Guys, just look at that. Okay, Huda. Oh, let's actually take this same highlighter in our inner corners as well. And then because we've got quite a lot of glow everywhere else, you know, with the bronzer, with the highlight, we're going to keep the blush nice and matte. And I'm going to take this EX1 Pretty in Peach blush, which I love so much. You've seen me use this so many times. And then to line my lips, I'm going in with MAC Cork lip pencil. And I'm just taking this all the way around my lips. And because we've already applied a, you know, lip balm earlier, our lip liner is just going to glide straight across. And I always like to round off my Cupid's bow just because it makes your lips look a little bit fuller, more poutier and softer also. I feel like a really, really harsh Cupid bow can look harsh, whereas this just looks nice and soft. And then for lipstick, I'm going in with this Huda Beauty one in the shade Prom Night. And it's a really lovely soft pink color, so nice and flirty and girly. Guys, I'm living for this lip, so if you want to keep it matte, go ahead and do so. When they say you may kiss the bride, I don't know, are you even allowed to kiss the bride now because of COVID? When they say you're allowed to kiss the bride, matte lips, I mean, this is a soft matte, it will still transfer, but you can put translucent powder over it if you want to keep it matte. You know me, I like a gloss, so I'm gonna go in with Fussy from Fenty because it's this really lovely pink gloss. And if I was getting married, which I'm not, but if I was and it was my civil, I would want my man to see, you know, juicy, kissable, you know, just lips, you know, like wow. So yeah, gloss just does that for me. Anyway, it just does that for me. So I'm gonna get this on. Now, if the lady or the person, whoever in the registry doesn't say you may kiss the bride, your lips will be saying kiss the damn bride, okay? Because this gloss just wow. Guys, let me know in the comment section down below what you would do on your wedding. Would you wear gloss or would you keep your lips matte? Right guys, so I'm going to finish this makeup look off with the Huda Beauty Glow Cocoa Hydrating Mist. Again, this is just going to give you that glowy, radiant looking skin. And honestly, this is just amazing for giving you glowy, radiant skin, but without looking wet and oily. It kind of reminds me of the Tarte Luminous Dewy Skin Mist. It kind of reminds me of that. Wow, definitely sprayed too much as usual. Guys, once that's set, definitely set your makeup with some Urban Decay All Nighter just so that it holds it in place all day, and then do your hair. And we're done. So guys, here we have the finished makeup look, and I've just done a really cute, messy little low bun with some curly bits at the front just to make the look really nice and soft and romantic. I'm really, really pleased with how this turned out. I hope you guys like it. I hope you found this useful for those of you that are doing your own wedding makeup, or for anyone that is doing somebody else's makeup. I just think that this makeup look is so, so perfect for like a civil registry wedding kind of day, or like a small wedding kind of function, but you still want to look really nice and glam and effortless. This right here is the look. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Comment down below, let me know what you think of it. And also, like I mentioned, let me know what are your wedding plans, what are you guys doing, what's changed, let me know. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of my upcoming videos. And thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you all in my next one. Mwah. Bye.